What's going on?
Let's talk about this car.
Yeah.
It's now a complete vehicle. It looks like a rally car.
Yeah. It's mostly complete.
So let's talk about where we left off, okay? So there was no plumbing, nothing was in it. It was pretty much a bare chassis. The interior just got painted. And then the team kind of looks at you and they're like, it's time.
Yeah, so I just handled the final assembly and then connecting all the engine components from the GR Corolla into the 86.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, which by the way, I absolutely love the light pod so much. This thing is so cool. Let's talk about that afterwards, but let's pop the hood first. There it is. Toyota 3-cylinder G16, 1.6 liters of Fury, fitting absolutely perfect, even hilariously with the stock GR Corolla engine cover. How did all this work out for you?
Well, Eimer did most of the mechanical fabrication already, so like the engine actually sitting in the car worked out for us. Mostly it was like connecting the wiring up. We ran we went with a Motec M142 from GR Yaris, which is actually the same engine. Felt that was probably the easiest way to get the engine running right away. After connecting, like mating up all the wiring, it actually fired up right away. Little bit of trim modification and that was it. That actually saved us a lot of headache.
At any point, there wasn't any issue getting it to start up then?
No, besides just getting all the switches to work, the start switch. Yeah, everything fired up right away.
How is it that you are familiar with the Motec system? Have you used it on other race cars? Like what is it about Motec for you guys?
Since our FRS actually, we've been running Motec, M150 on that, and then the following when we went to a 2J with that, and even our shop project, the S2000R, is also it's a Type R engine in a S2000, and that's running on Motec as well. Just the environment that Motec provides for you to work in is just so much more streamlined.
So then, was this first for you? Get the engine in, get it running, and then start working every single other part onto this vehicle?
Yeah, the biggest hurdle was making sure it started, all the wheels would turn, and we had like diff control and everything. So that was the first hurdle. After that, it's basically, just racecraft, just putting dampers in, getting everything bolted together and fueled up and all that.
So are you planning on putting it on a dyno at any point?
Yeah, we'd like to get on a dyno before it actually leaves. So just to check that all the fueling is right, because it is in a different car and we're on a different, I'm not sure what fuel the base map is for. We want to make sure it's set up for us to drive.
Let's talk about the light pod. So last time I had a chance to check it out, it was on the ground, and now it's mounted on the vehicle. This thing is so sick. It really gives it that serious rally look. Tell me about this light pod.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a throwback to the old Celica rally cars. So that's kind of how the whole exterior concept came about. The light pod look, and then the rear spoiler as well.
And this works.
Yeah, it works. It turns on.
So it's all turned on, or you can turn it on right now.
So
can we turn it on? Oh, that is so cool. I love that. Damn, that night rally look. So awesome. I actually really like the incandescent look, the warmer light. I think it looks cooler because it's kind of reminds me of what the Celica All-Track ran. I think it looks really cool. I think it reminds me of that. So then, at this point, does it start?
Yeah, it starts.
Okay, can you start it? No door, no problem.
Yeah, no door, no problem.
You could turn the lights off. Dang. No hesitation at all.
Yep.
Just starts up right away. That is so neat. Here we are, all-wheel drive, GR86 turbo. Man, I wish Toyota had something like this. Like, I wish this was a real thing and not just a SEMA project. rally car too.
Yeah.
You know, I can't actually really tell that it's a 3-cylinder. To me, it sounds like a 4-cylinder rally car.
Yeah, I mean, it's straight piped all the way out, so maybe that's part of it. I mean, it sounds good for a 3-cylinder.
It sounds really like good. It makes all the right turbo noises too. It really does sound like a rally car.
Yeah, all the right pops and crackles.
So are you guys planning on programming in any anti-lag or anything like that?
Right now, because it's like completely stock, we just want to make it reliable and like kind of have a proof of concept. And if all the cards fall right, then we can turn it into something crazy. But yeah, this is kind of just it fits, it works, and then move on from there.
Right. Okay. But everything in terms of transmission, the front axles, the custom subframe, all of that, custom control arms, everything all fit and everything works?
Everything fit, everything works.
So then these are the stock wheels?
Yeah, these are just stock Corolla wheels. We've been waiting for tires. So rally tires were a little bit difficult to get.
But did you have this on a lift where you're running it and all four are turning and everything like that?
All four wheels turn. Yeah, it'll move on its own power.
So then when you do dyno this, it does need to be on all-wheel drive dyno?
Yes.
What about the suspension? All that worked out in terms of putting it all together?
We worked with AST. We gave them all the dimensions for the difference between the GR and the 86. And so they gave us kind of a Frankenstein setup. We'd like to get some more testing and then we could make some changes from there, but
so this is a tarmac setup. This is not for like crazy travel or doing jumps.
Yeah, it's tarmac.
I'm assuming if you did do like a dirt rally setup, you would have to add some more reinforcement too.
Yeah, definitely more reinforcement in the strut area, more connection points, and longer travel dampers too.
So then, did you guys have to modify the brakes at all?
It's actually using a GR Corolla upright. So the front end is actually all GR Corolla.
Got it. And the rear too?
The rear is actually from an 86.
Oh, okay. So then, did you guys figure if like the proportioning will work, or is there something that you're adjusting the proportioning for?
I think the brake proportioning will work. We haven't gotten to the point where we're going to put a pedal box in yet. I think that's probably the next step if we're going to do some like real racing with it.
Right. So then the door is on this side. This is the door that came with the GR86?
Yeah, so this is a door that came with the GR86. The exterior shell is all GR86. We did like a carbon panel.
Oh, it's so clean.
Lightweight. And
I love the gusseting and everything. Love this is an actual window that they use for rally. Yeah. A polycarbonate window.
Yeah, it's got
this is how you
little
door slide to get your notes and stuff.
Little door handle here.
That is really neat. Seats are in.
Yep, seats are in.
And then this is Lexan.
Yeah, Lexan glass. We have a Lexan quarter tube. Yeah, and in here.
Interesting wing setup here.
We're gonna have there's hooks for a spare tire package to go in here.
You have the reservoirs for the suspension on the cage.
Yep. So remote reservoirs, plumb through the chassis. Yeah.
And your center exit exhaust is all working. So then, are you guys going to do something to fill out where the normal exhaust?
Yeah, we have some plugs for here.
Okay.
So that'll get filled up nicely. And then,
that's so cool. It's functional. I mean, you don't need. Oh, I guess you do need a license plate, but you don't. It's probably better to have the exhaust up higher, so you won't hit it on things.
You know the things you hit in a rally, right?
So wheel in. You have the seats in. The shifter setup is in. That's really neat. It actually says Corolla on it.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
This is from a Corolla because it's using the shift linkage. It's got to use the shift linkage from a Corolla to work.
That's neat. E-brake setup is in.
Yep.
That all works. It unlocks the center diff.
Yeah.
You check that?
Yeah.
And then the Motec dash, all of that is working now.
Yep.
How does it look like when you key on?
If you flick that,
This?
yeah.
Oh, it's just this.
Flick the other way.
This is the power.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that's just the warm up dash, and it'll cycle to another screen once it gets
So
ready
then-
for race.
No AC.
No AC.
You took that out, so then all the vents are, or this one was utilized as the on-off switch.
Yeah. The other ones are blocked off. This one's gonna have comms in it. Otherwise, yeah, this car no AC. In the future, if we're gonna do a rally, we'd like to put the like roof scoop in with the like AirPods and all that.
Get some positive
Yeah.
pressure in here. You had to relocate the stop button too, then
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
center console.
Yeah. Got that to work. It's not. It doesn't work like the OEM one anymore, where you can like cycle accessory or anything, but it'll still start the car. So
Understood.
I thought that'd be a nice touch.
So then it was pretty straightforward to get this to work in terms of like using the GR86 wiring harness as well as the GR Corolla wiring harness, or is it all just GR Corolla wiring harness?
So the engine side is all GR Corolla, and then the chassis side is all GR86.
And then so you had to sit here and just like cut
just-
certain things and
Yeah, make them together.
make them together.
Most of the engine just needed like power for ignition and fuel injectors and all that stuff plumbed in. And in the chassis side, we basically chopped out the interior side. Because on an OEM interior, you've got a lot of wires that run across the car, like from on both sides. So if you look in here, there's not really any wires, right? There's just one loom that runs to the back. That's just for like the fuel and diff control and lights. Yeah.
So not long now then, huh? This is pretty much the final stretch for you guys.
Yeah, we're pretty close to being ready. So
Thank you so much for the update.
yeah.
Man, it's a run-in driving car. You could take this out for a spin right now.
Yeah. Yeah, almost. It needs a little bit of setup underneath before we drive it, but yeah.
So like what's left? What is left that needs to be done before it hits the show?
A lot of little things. We've got like a dash mount for the dash cluster, so it looks nice and settled in there. Harness, safety equipment, dampers, and like alignment and all that need to be set up.
The door on this side.
Yeah, door on this side, quarter panel window.
Wheels and tires.
Yeah,
and then
little
I'm assuming the
details.
graphics are pretty much last.
Yeah, that's always last.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing us this. Looking forward to seeing it. The next time we see it, we'll do a full photo shoot on it. And then I'm looking forward to seeing it out on the dirt.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing it outside in the sunlight. And then next, of course, is going to be on the SEMA showroom floor at the Toyota booth,
Yeah.
which is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excited to see what everyone thinks.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. And I'm just so glad we've been able to follow the progress up until this point. And then we'll follow it all the way through to the actual booth.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Well, thanks for coming along.
Awesome.